Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Zilliant Culinary. Tonight on this beautiful, stormy, windy Wellington night, we're going to cook some Mexican food. We're going to cook a Mexican burrito with some smoky chipotle sauce. Stuff's great, tastes great, crowd pleaser. Tonight I'm going to spice it up a bit with my hot chipotle sauce. Now let's get into it. We're going to make our salsa now. Get our tomatoes. Dice these tomatoes good and proper. Bit of fresh coriander there. Fresh green chili. Just a bit of lemon there. Tomato paste. Some of our spice mix. It's got a bit of sugar in this because we want to sweeten it a little bit. Fresh garlic there. You can use garlic powder if you don't feel like doing this. A bit of gherkin. Good flavour this. My secret ingredient. This is a real Kiwi thing. Good helping of cucumber. Red onion. Save half this red onion for our burrito filling. Red onion is great for salsa. It's not too hot, it's not too strong. Adds great flavours and great colours. Corn there. Once again, good colours. Just mix this together. Alright, let's get our other container here. We're going to make a nice guacamole now. My guacamole is a little bit different. I like my things, just a little tad of sweetness in there. Turn that around. Like so. Pinch. Nice and safe. Spoon it out. Very ripe avocado, as you can see. Mayonnaise. Our gherkins here. I've got a bit of gherkin juice in here, it just adds a little bit of a zing to our guacamole. Not that the mayo wouldn't do that. And the lemon. Let's just chop this gherkin up. We'll julienne this gherkin, just short julienne. Not too small, we still want to retain that flavour as we eat the guacamole. Not too much garlic in this one. Half a green chili. You don't have to put chili in yours. I really like it. A fresh green chili flavour. Some more cucumber there. Want this one quite chunky. We want to taste our cucumber in our burrito, in our tortilla. Bit of salt. Carefully mix this together. Okay, we don't want to stir it too much. We want it to be quite chunky. Got a bit of avocado in there. We've got a bit of cucumber in there. You know, it's a real fresh flavour. Now you've got to try this. Now let's get our meat grilling. My favourite part. I love this part. Listen to that sizzle go. My. Stuff. Listen to that searing. We want to really get some char grill lines in that. Let's let that sit for a little bit. My, this is spicy. Okay, now we're going to leave that for about a minute on each side. We just want to seal those juices in. Sprinkle a little bit of the seasoning on the chicken while it's cooking. You know, with these chicken tenders, we want to use quite a bit of heat here, and with the sugar that I've put in the marinade, it's going to caramelize. It's going to, these flavors, they're quite strong. What they do is they bring an accentuation, if that's the right word for it, and it comes right through all of the different components of this dish. This dish, if you cook this the way I've cooked it here, It is the flavors are huge. The flavors are bold. The flavors are colorful. They're amazing. They're a crowd pleaser. Anyone that eats these dishes that if you put this dish together this way, everyone's going to be happy with you. Unless they don't like chili, so just make sure you're sensitive to that. Alright, so we're pretty much ready here. As you can see, there's some wonderful colours on here. We're going to just make up a sauce, and then we'll put the chicken back in the sauce. Alright, let's make our sauce for our filling for the burrito. Okay. We want to chop these up. Not too thick, but not too thin. Okay. Got garlic here. Tomato. This doesn't have to be diced up as much as the salsa. This is going to cook into the sauce. We're just going to crunch it all together. You don't have to put your green chili in here. You don't have to put any of this in here. You don't even have to have this. But it is nice. You can do whatever you like. Just use these simple ingredients. Chop these long. Okay. It's coriander. Almost pretty much a must in Mexican cooking. It's quite a strong herb on its own. Sometimes you accidentally get a mouthful of raw coriander on your garnish and you really know about it. Well, I do anyway. It is an acquired taste. Okay. Let's chop this chicken up. Bite-sized pieces. Let's just get this one chopped up. Okay, now that that's nice and chopped up, ready for our filling, let's get these mushrooms in the box nice and hot. A bit of oil in here. Do this nice and fast, quite easy. Scoop it in, all of that. Get our chicken in there. Smells great. These spices here, absolutely wonderful stuff. See here, what I've put in here is some whole cumin seeds, some cinnamon, sugar, salt, pepper, oregano, clove. This flavour is great, it's got boldness. Freshly ground salt, chuck it in. You're probably wondering how zealous these flavours are. They are zealous. These flavours are bold. Okay, we've got our Scotch bonnet sauce in here. This stuff adds a nice zing to the dish. Not that it needs it, but we're really going to get this going. We might be kind to ourselves. We're only going to put about a teaspoon of this chipotle sauce. You can buy chipotle sauce from your supermarket, or you can make it yourself. I'll give you the recipe. And here we have some chicken stock, freshly squeezed, you could say. Freshly squeezed out of a pot. Might just get a little bit of lemon in there too. Okay, I'm dying to do this. Mix that around. And we'll just let that simmer for a little bit. We'll let it cook around, cook it up. This will be our filling for our tortillas, but we don't want it to be too thin. It has to thicken up a little bit. We don't. If it's too thin, it'll make your tortilla all soggy. So let's just leave this for around about 3 minutes, stirring occasionally, and then we'll turn our heat down and we'll let that sit and simmer for probably about 10 minutes. Okay, this is ready to go into a simmering mode. So we'll just turn that heat down a little bit. Low, medium. So we'll let that simmer for a little bit. Right, let's get our tortilla on. We've got our grill nice and hot there. On low heat though, not super hot. We don't want to burn this now. Press it down a little bit. We want this tortilla to be not soft and not crunchy, but just a little bit crisp on the lines, or if you've got that griddle plate, we want a nice texture there. But if we make it crunchy, when you try and wrap it, it's going to crack. So we have to find a good balance there. That's why I've got that temperature on quite low. Alright, we've reached our desired level of thickness, viscosity if you will. Let's just have a good look at this and just toss it around. Once you've moved it around, because what happens is the juices, they raise up when you leave it bubbling. So you've got to mix it around a little bit, just so that you can see what the thickness is. Right, let's turn this right down. And now, let's plate this puppy up. Okay. Alright, let's get our tortilla onto the plate. Okay, my first little deal here, sour cream. Okay, so this sour cream works really well, especially when you're going to fold this tortilla together. Okay. Guacamole, spread that down. Salsa. Make sure you leave a bit of space down the end there. So it's going to be wrapped. Smells great. You can put cheese on here if you want to. Anything. I'm not going to use that for now. Just make a good judgment on how much you put in here, because you don't want to overfill it, but you don't want to underfill it either. Fold it over like so. Fold it over again. Make sure you've got a good fold in there. Push that in. Fold it over. So. And there you have it. One lovely tortilla burrito. Mate, this is killer. It's the best yet. I wish you could try this. You can at the food show. We do food shows, you know. Thanks for watching. Come again. Thank you.